Hi to everyone. I am Dr. VNS Venkateswara Rao, working as an associate professor in Institute of Aeronautical Engineering, Department of Chemistry, Hyderabad. So today I would like to give the topic on the one of the important problems related to the hardness of the water within the units of the ppm, parts per million. Okay, so before starting the topic, first you see what are the contents involved in today's section. So first of all, we see introduction to the hardness in ppm. That means one of the important unit of the hardness, nothing but parts per million. After that, we see model problems. Okay, so first you see what is the introduction to the hardness of the water within the units of the ppm. So parts per million. Parts per million is abbreviated as a ppm. So what is the meaning of the ppm? The parts per million in the level. So that means what is the million? Million means 10 lakhs. That means parts per million means the parts present in the 1 by 10 power 6. So that means we see it is defined as the number of the parts by weight of the calcium carbonate equivalence of the hardness causing salt present in 1 million parts of the water. That means 1 million parts of the water. So for example, 50 parts per million of the calcium bicarbonate. So the formula name is calcium bicarbonate. Calcium bicarbonate or calcium hydrogen carbonate. Calcium bicarbonate or calcium hydrogen carbonate. In the expression of the 50 parts by the weight of the calcium bicarbonate in 1 million parts, that is 10 power 6 parts of the water. So simply 1 million is equal to 10 lakhs. That means 10 power 6. So the total zeros present in the beside 1 nearly equal to 6. 6 means it should be equal to the 10 power 6. That means million means 10 lakhs. ppm means the parts present in 10 power 6 parts. That means in the million parts. So that's why this is called as parts per million. And this parts per million to measure the expression of the hardness in terms of the equivalence of the calcium carbonate. So for example, if you can take as the one weight of the 1 liter of the water. So 1 liter of the water should be equal to 1 kg of the water. 1 kg means that should be equal to the 1000 grams. So 1000 grams again divided into 1000 into 1000 milligrams. That means, for example, if you can consider the 1 milligram per liter, so that should be equal to the 1 milligram of the calcium carbonate for 10 power 6 milligrams of the water. So that means one part of the calcium carbonate present in 10 power 6 parts of the water. So that should be equal to 1 ppm. So this is the relationship between the hardness of the water present in the units. 1 ppm is equal to 1 milligram per liter. So that's why out of the total units of the hardness of the water, only 2 units, that is ppm, this should be exactly equal to the milligram per liter. So this is the relationship between the ppm and milligram per liter. So 1 ppm is equal to 1 milligram per liter. Okay. Now let us see how you can express the hardness of the water. So always the hardness of the water expressed in terms of the calcium carbonate. So what is the formula? The conversion of other hard salts to calcium carbonate equivalent can be achieved by the following formula. So that is nothing but calcium carbonate equivalent is equal to weight of the salt by molecular weight of the salt into 100. That means weight of the salt is given by the problem and molecular weight is determined with the help of the molecular formula. So that's why this is called as molecular weight. And what is the other formula? The hardness of the hardness causing the salt in terms of the calcium carbonate, that should be equal to the amount of the hardness causing the salt in terms of calcium carbonate. So divided by molecular weight of the hardness causing salt, and that should be multiplied by 100. So by taking any one of the formula, you can determine the hardness of the water in terms of the calcium carbonate. Why always calculate in terms of the calcium carbonate? Why? Because calcium carbonate molecular weight is equal to 100. That should be used in the formula, either first formula or second formula, or under the same time the calcium carbonate is the most insoluble salt in the water. So that's why you measure the hardness of the water in terms of the calcium carbonate, and it is expressed in terms of the calcium carbonate. Now we see what are the salts causes the hardness of the water. There are mainly totally 6 salts causes the hardness of the water. So the first one, calcium bicarbonate and magnesium bicarbonate. These 2 salts are causing the temporary hardness. and the remaining 4 salts and the remaining 4 salts nothing but magnesium chloride, calcium chloride, magnesium sulfate, and calcium sulfate causes the permanent hardness of the water. Permanent hardness of the water. So the molecular weight for the calcium bicarbonate should be equal to 162, and the molecular weight for magnesium bicarbonate is equal to 146, and the magnesium chloride 95, and magnesium sulfate 120, and calcium chloride 111, and calcium sulfate 136. So out of the 6 molecular formula, you can choose the any one of the formula how to calculate the molecular weight from this formula. So for example, if you can take as a magnesium chloride. So now our aim is how to calculate the molecular weight for this formula. So first of all, in the formula, what are the elements are there? One is magnesium, and another one is the chlorine. So first you have to see what is the atomic numbers of these individual elements. Atomic numbers. So what is the atomic number of the magnesium? 12. And what is the atomic number of the chlorine? 17. Okay, so what is the atomic weight of the magnesium? It should become 12 plus 12, totally 24. So this is called as atomic weight. Okay, and chlorine is equal to 17 atomic number, and atomic weight is equal to 35.5 atomic weight. So by the combination of these two atomic weights to get a molecular formula. So that is equal to magnesium chloride. For example, how many magnesiums are present? 1 mole of the magnesium. So that means 24. And how many chlorines are present? 2 atoms are present. So that means 2 into 35.5. You get 71. So finally 71 plus 24, we got 95. So that is the molecular weight of the magnesium chloride. Similar, this calculation applicable to the each and every formula present in out of the remaining salts causes either temporary hardness or permanent hardness. So now we see the model problem. So first 1 liter of the water from an underground reservoir in Tirupati town in Andhra Pradesh showed the following analysis for its contains magnesium bicarbonate 42 milligrams and calcium bicarbonate 146 milligrams, calcium chloride 71 milligrams, magnesium sulfate 48 milligrams. Calculate temporary, permanent, and total hardness of this sample of 10,000 liters of the water. That means according to given formula. So that is nothing but hardness caused salts that should be equal to the weight of the salt by molecular weight of the salt into 100. So that is the expression of the hardness in terms of the calcium carbonate equivalent. First of all, we see the formula. Expression of hardness in terms of calcium carbonate. So that is equal to weight of the salt by molecular weight of the salt into 100. Okay, this is the formula to express the each and every salt in terms of the calcium carbonate hardness. So first of all, we see given data. The first formula nothing but magnesium bicarbonate. So that should be given 42 milligrams. Okay, so that means from the 42 by, and the molecular weight of the salt nothing but 146 into 100. So we got 28.767 ppm. Okay, and next salt is nothing but calcium bicarbonate. Calcium bicarbonate given that 146 milligrams. Okay, so 146, And what is the molecular weight of the calcium bicarbonate? Nearby 162 into 100. Okay, so by calculation this part we got 90.12 pp. Okay, and next salt nothing but calcium chloride. So that is given 71 milligrams. So that means 71 by what is the molecular weight of the calcium chloride? 111 into 100. So that means these molecular weights are obtained from the previous slide. That means calcium chloride molecular weight is 111. Okay, is equal to, we got by the calculation 63.96 pp. Okay, and next final salt is nothing but magnesium sulfate. That is given by 48, and weight of the salt 48 by what is the molecular weight of the magnesium sulfate? 120. 120 into 100. Okay, so that means we got 48 by 120 into 100, 40 ppm. Okay, so this is the calculation of each and every salt in terms of the hardness present in calcium carbonate equivalents. Now let us see how to calculate temporary, permanent and total hardness for 10,000 liters of the water. So out of the 4 salts, these magnesium bicarbonate and calcium bicarbonate causes the temporary hardness. Temporary hardness. And the remaining salts, calcium chloride and magnesium sulfate causes the permanent hardness. Permanent hardness. Now let us see temporary hardness is equal to, as per the given problem, magnesium bicarbonate plus calcium bicarbonate. Magnesium bicarbonate plus calcium bicarbonate. Now let us see what are the values of magnesium bicarbonate and calcium bicarbonate. For magnesium bicarbonate you got 28.767 plus 90.12. 28.767 plus 90.12. Okay, so by the addition of these two values we get 118.88 ppm. So this is the value for 1 liter. But as per the problem, they ask the hardness of the sample present in 10,000 liters. So that's why this value is multiplied by 10,000. That means 118.88 into 10,000. Okay. So we got the value 11,88,000 ppm per 10,000 liters of the water. So this is the temporary hardness. Next one, permanent hardness. Permanent hardness is equal to, as per the given problem, what are the salts? Calcium chloride and magnesium sulfate. Calcium chloride and magnesium sulfate. So what is the value of calcium chloride? 63.96 plus and magnesium sulfate 40. Calcium chloride plus magnesium sulfate. So what is the value of calcium chloride? 40 and magnesium sulfate 63.96. Okay, so by the addition of these two values we get 103.96. 103.96 ppm per liter. Now they ask the up to 10,000 liters. That means 103.96 into 10,000. We got the value nearby 10,39,700 600 ppm. 10,39,600 ppm. Okay. Next we see total hardness. Total hardness. So total hardness is equal to the sum of temporary hardness, and permanent hardness. That means total hardness is equal to the sum of temporary plus permanent hardness. Sum of temporary and permanent hardness. So what is the value of temporary hardness? 118.88. And what is the value of permanent hardness? 103.96. So by the addition of these two values, we get final value that is nearby 222.84 ppm per liter. So now they ask the up to 10,000 liters. So this value is multiplied by 10,000. So we got final value nearby equal to 22,84,000 ppm. Okay, so these are the values. We got the total hardness, temporary hardness, and permanent hardness. So as per the problem, they ask the calculate temporary, permanent, and total hardness of the sample up to 10,000 liters of the water. So that means we got temporary hardness should be equal to 118.88 ppm, but for 10,000 liters we got 11 lakh. But for 10,000 liters we got 11,88,000 ppm. At the same time, permanent hardness is equal to 103.96 ppm per liter. For 10,000 liters we got 10,39,600 ppm. At the same time, total hardness we got 222.84 ppm. For 10,000 liters we got 22,84,000 ppm. So okay, these are the values obtained by the given problems. Next we see model problem 2. Calculate temporary and permanent hardness of the water sample which contains 6.8 milligrams of the calcium sulfate, 33 milligrams of the calcium chloride, and 40 milligrams of the magnesium chloride, 24 milligrams of the magnesium sulfate per liter of the water sample. And given molar mass is equal to calcium is equal to 40 grams, magnesium is equal to 24 grams, sulfur is equal to 32 grams, oxygen is equal to 16 grams, chlorine is equal to 35 grams. So what is the difference between the previous problem and present problem? In this problem, they give the individual elements molecular masses. So in this case, it is very easy to calculate the molecular weight of the each and every formula. So first of all, we see the formula, nothing but expression of the hardness in terms of the calcium carbonate. So that is nothing but expression of hardness in terms of calcium carbonate. So that should be equal to weight of the salt by molecular weight of the salt into 100. So weight of the salt by molecular weight of the salt into 100. Okay. So now the given data, nothing but first one, calcium sulfate. Calcium sulfate, they given 6.8 milligrams. So that means weight of the salt is equal to 6.8. Weight of the salt is equal to 6.8. 6.8 by, and molecular weight is equal to 136. 6.8 by molecular weight is equal to 136 into 100. We got value 5 pp. Okay. And next salt, nothing but calcium chloride. They given 33 milligrams. So weight of the salt 33 and molecular weight is equal to 111 into 100. Okay, we got value 29.72 ppm. 29.72 ppm. And next one, 40 milligrams of the magnesium chloride. So weight of the salt is equal to 40 and molecular weight of the magnesium chloride nearby 95 into 100. We got 42.10 ppm. Okay, and next final salt nothing but magnesium sulfate, and they give 24 milligrams. 24 milligrams. So 24 by, what is the molecular weight of the magnesium sulfate? 120 into 100. So the value for this fraction we got 20 ppm. Now let us see. Actually they ask the calculate temporary and permanent hardness of the water sample. But as per the given data, the calcium sulfate, calcium chloride, magnesium chloride and magnesium sulfate, all these salts are causes the only permanent hardness. Only permanent hardness. Actually, as per the definition of the temporary and permanent hardness, temporary means the bicarbonate salts of calcium and magnesium. Bicarbonate salts of calcium and magnesium. And permanent hardness. Permanent hardness means chlorides and sulfates, salts of calcium and magnesium. Okay, so as per the given data, there is no salts related to the bicarbonate salts. That's why all these salts, that means includes the calcium sulfate, calcium chloride, magnesium chloride and magnesium sulfate. So almost all these salts causes only permanent hardness. So from the given data, we measure only permanent hardness. There is no temporary hardness. So that's why we mention temporary hardness. Temporary hardness is equal to 0 ppm. Okay, next permanent hardness. Permanent hardness is equal to, what are the given salts? Calcium sulfate, calcium chloride, magnesium sulfate. Calcium sulfate plus calcium chloride plus magnesium chloride plus magnesium sulfate. Okay, what are the given values? 5 plus 29.72 plus 42.10 plus 20. 5 plus 29.72 plus 42.10 plus 20. Okay, by the sum of these four values, we got 98.62 ppm. Okay, so as per the given problem, they ask the temporary and permanent hardness of the water. So the temporary hardness is nothing but 0. The temporary hardness is nothing but 0 ppm. Why? Because as per the given data, there is no salts of the bicarbonate of calcium and magnesium. But as per the given data, all the salts causes only permanent hardness. That's why the value of the permanent hardness is nearby 98.62 ppm. Okay, so this is the solution for the given model problem. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.